Hey, my name is Marko Filipovic. I'm the CEO and founder of BooSend AI. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire BooSend AI platform and how you can use it to automate your sales on Instagram. So now when we land inside of the BooSend's dashboard, the first thing you're going to notice is you're going to be able to see your statistics. This is going to show you the basic stats of how many people you talk to and how much AI usage you have spent. Now, if we scroll down, you're going to see one of the most powerful parts of the BooSend's platform, which is our template library. Inside of the template library, I build all of the templates personally for you to be able to use. Now, over the past 5 years, I've personally spent my time building automation systems for business owners. That's what my agency did before we focused on developing BooSend. So this is what I used to do full time. Now I'm taking all of the best practices and stuff that we saw worked, and I'm building out templates that are fill in the blank ready for you to be able to place them right inside of your automations, fill them out for your business, and set them live to automate your sales. So now to show you exactly how this works, we're going to go to one of the most basic templates of all, which is the comment to lead magnet. And we're going to simply press import to get this template inside of our BooSend automation builder. So here we are, we're inside of the automation builder, and the first thing you can see is you can see our automation right big here in the center. Now the way that this works is at the start of your automation, you're going to have this node with a lightning bolt. This is going to be your trigger. This is what starts the actual automation. So now if we go ahead and zoom in, you're going to see that the trigger is set for a user to comment on a reel or a post. Now what you're also able to do is you can simply press on the node to open a site configuration panel where you're now able to actually set up the node and how it's going to work. So inside of here, you're going to see that we have selected user comments on a reel/post by default as a part of the template. And what this will do is whenever somebody comments a specific keyword on your posts, this is going to automatically trigger the automation. So this is the classic comment this and this word at the end of the video to get the resource trigger. Now, aside from this, you can also have a trigger when somebody comments on a live stream, when somebody replies to your story, when somebody sends you a message, or you can even have this automation trigger to another automation. But I'll cover how all of those work in the future videos. Right now, we're going to focus on the user comments on a reel/post. Inside of here, then you're going to be able to press all posts, or you can press on specific posts to select one of the specific posts from your Instagram account that you want to trigger this automation. If you do all posts, it is going to trigger on every single post you have ever created whenever somebody comments the specific keyword. If you do specific posts, it'll have to be on that post. So for this one, we're just going to click all posts, and then you're going to see here we have keywords. So you're simply going to remove this. This is just a template keyword. And we're going to type in our keyword. So our keyword can be something like book. And now we're going to press enter to add this keyword. And you can see this confirmed here at the bottom with the blue pill. So now what this will do is anytime somebody comments the word book on any of our posts, it's going to trigger the workflow. And what we can do as well is we can add a comment reply by adding reply to comment. And now we can type something like check your DMs. And this is now going to automatically reply to their book comment. So that way they know to check their DMs after our automation has actually sent them the link. What you can also do is you can add multiple different options for your comment replies, allowing you to add different variations and sound more personal as you reply to multiple different people inside of the comment section. This is really going to make it seem like it's not a bot doing the work. Now in our case, we're only going to leave one. And in order to save this, you just have to press save now. Otherwise, it's not going to save your configuration. So you press save, and now you've saved your trigger. From here, you can see that we have a fixed delay of 60 seconds. This basically means that the automation is going to wait for 60 seconds before continuing. And after that, it is going to send them a message. Now this message is going to say, hey, I saw you commented on my post. To let me send you the resource, just push the button below. So the way we would configure this is the same way as a trigger. We simply want to press on the node, and now we're able to play with the settings. So inside of here, first thing is you have to select the message type. Now one thing to note is your first message inside of an automation has to be a text message. That is a rule from Meta to prevent spam. So our first message is always going to be a text message, and this is actually what's called a consent message. Inside of here, you typically want to put something like, hey, I saw your comment on my post. To let me send you a resource, just push the button below. And then they press the send it to me button, which basically initiates the next step. So this, you can either change the wording right here, or you can save it to leave it as is. From this point on, you're going to go to the next step, which is the user follows account condition. What this condition node does is actually it checks whether the user follows your account. And if they don't, right, meaning if it's false, it is going to send them a text message saying, hey, so all of the resources I share on my page are exclusive to our community. To get them, follow my page and click the button below. At this point, once they click the following button, it's going to run the condition node one more time. time, and it's going to basically take this loop over and over again until they follow your account. Once they followed your account, it's going to send them a final message, which is going to say, here it is. After they follow your account, we're going to send them a final message, which is going to say, here it is. Click below to get a resource. And then we have a button that says go to link. And with this button, we're actually going to take them to the link of your website. You just have to type it right inside of here instead of link. So once you do that, you're going to click update button, and then you're going to save it. You can also adjust the text right inside of here. Now, one thing that you're going to notice is you will see these blue pills at the top above the chat input. What you can do with these is you can actually press on each one of them, and it's going to add a variable within your chat input. And now instead of this variable, whenever somebody actually gets this message, it's going to use their information from their Instagram. So in this case, if somebody's name was Bob, it would say at the end, Bob. And you can use this feature to actually personalize your messages, which is going to highly increase your response rates. All right, so now you've configured your DM automation in just a couple of seconds, and all you have to do is press the save button in the top to save it, and then you're going to press this little toggle button to set it live. And once that's done, every single time that somebody comments the keyword book on your posts, it's going to wait 60 seconds. It's going to send them a message where it's going to ask them if they want to get the link sent to them. Once they press send it to me, it is going to make sure that they follow your account, automatically growing your audience. And then once they do follow your account, it is going to send them a link to your resource. And this is how quickly you can automate automations within BooSend. Now, on top of this, if you don't want to build automations from scratch, or if you cannot find them within the template, one amazing thing that you can do is you can use BooSend's AI Builder right here at the bottom, regardless of whether you describe the entire system from start to finish, or if you just describe the general idea of what you want to automate. Now, once you've built out your automations, you're going to start collecting leads inside of BooSend. The way you're going to track all of your leads is simply by going over to the sidebar, and you're going to go to your contacts tab. Inside of here, you're going to be able to see all of your leads, and you're going to be able to filter them through based on conditions, and that way you're able to manage all of the different users and leads that you have collected from Instagram. Now, don't worry, if you actually already use a CRM, what you're able to do is you can natively sync BooSend CRM to your own CRM. Now, the way you're going to do that is you're going to go over to the sidebar, and you're going to scroll down to the integrations tab of BooSend. Inside of the integrations tab, you're going to see all of the different integrations that you can plug in with BooSend. Some of which are going to be your favorite CRMs like Beehive and MailChimp for newsletters, Go High Level and System.io as CRM platforms, and we're soon going to be introducing more like Salesforce, HubSpot, and other favorite CRMs that are requested from our audience. This is also where you're going to manage all of your other integrations, like your 11 Labs integration, your Google Calendar integration, your Google Sheets integration, your Poppy AI integration, and all of the future integrations that are going to come inside of BooSend. These integrations allow you to really take every single lead from Instagram and take them inside of your newsletter, take them inside of your CRM, call them over a phone, and move them up your sales process seamlessly. Now, on top of this, BooSend also comes equipped with a complete content calendar. So if you go over to the right sidebar, and if you select the content calendar option from the menu, you're going to be taken to an entire content calendar where now you're able to overlook the posts that you've previously posted, as well as go into a scheduled post view where you can simply see a calendar. You can pick out the date on which you want to post. You can select that date, and now you're going to be prompted to configure a post, whether it's a reel, carousel, or a static image. Once you've set all of this up, you're going to have that post automatically scheduled, and then you can go inside of BooSend's automation tab in order to build all of your automations in seconds. And this is how you can automate all of your Instagram DMs using BooSend in just a couple of minutes. If you want to try this out for completely free, you'll have a link below this video where you can do so. Now, if you're wondering how you can set up actual AI agents and sales teams to sell for you within BooSend, I will leave links to those videos right below this one. And on top of that, you're also going to be able to find a link to our Instagram page right below the YouTube video if you want to stay up to date with all of our updates. So this was the BooSend walkthrough guide, and I will see you in the next video.